Welcome. This is our family development theory slideshow, The Dynamics of Teenagers by Amy Walker and Nubia Machado. This is the stage 5 in the human development stage, and the teenage years are a time of rapid growth, including sexual, cognitive, and psychosocial change. Teens should be allowed to create their own separate identities, even though these identities may be in conflict with family values and ideas. Teenagers may want more space, both physically and emotionally. They want to do more activities, which means they will need more money. Many teenagers wonder about their future and the cost of schooling. Teens are able to take on more responsibilities around the house, babysitting younger siblings, helping with meal prep, and helping with new home repairs. In turn, this makes it so that parents can work longer and not have to pay a babysitter.
Soon you enter that period some have labeled the terrible teens. I prefer the terrific teens.
Young man, get up! We're gonna be late for school, now!
Yes, I'm up! I'm up!
Come on, now!
I'm getting up!
We're leaving.
I'll be down in 5 minutes!
Nope, we're leaving now! Come, get up!
Ugh,
Now!
Coming!
Hello, how was your day?
Fine.
How was practice?
Fine.
And how are all your classes?
Good.
Do you have any homework?
I guess.
Do you or not?
I don't know.
Anything fun happened today, or
I
anything
guess.
to tell me?
I don't know. How many questions are you gonna ask me?
Young man, hey, watch it! Did you finish your homework?
I don't know.
This is the adolescent psychosocial development. It depicts the question on every teenager's mind, who am I? There is an inner conflict in teenagers as they are trying to figure out who they are, and in the meantime, they are also trying to fit in. Their most important thing to them is their social relationships.
I feel weird and awkward. I feel like that's just normal now that I'm a teenager.
This is a hard time we're going through. We're growing, we're changing.
There's obviously a lot of awesome aspects, but
I feel like school is one of the biggest challenges.
It's like really stressful trying to get good grades because I want to make my parents happy and my teachers happy. So it's like focusing on other people.
It's like you're never gonna be good enough unless you only get A's. And if you get a B, well then there goes your chances of life and being in college.
I've lost all motivation, to be honest.
you know, I wanted to be friends with the popular kids so I can go to the good parties.
When you see other people hanging out without you or doing something that you want to be doing, it's like, why can't I be there? Did they not invite me? Am I not good enough?
We get so caught up in like what other people think about us.
Why act some way that I'm not in order to impress people that I don't like?
I compare myself to others, which I think is very unhealthy. Oh, well, I don't look like this girl, I don't look like this person, and like, we have different body shapes. I have pimples and they don't. It makes me feel like I'm not good enough.
I kind of hate to admit this, but it does kind of give me satisfaction when I see that I have over a certain amount of views or over a certain amount of likes.
Teenagers are definitely, they're mean.
When I'm bullied, it makes me feel sad, maybe depressed even.
mental health is real. Just because, you know, someone's a 12-year-old girl doesn't mean they can't experience depression or anxiety. And I know from experience where parents will be like, well, that's just, you see that on social media, or it's a trend, everyone has that. But it's like, no, it takes a big toll.
Hi! You and I are gonna get to be good friends. Who am I? Well, most people call me Teen Angst, but you can come up with whatever pet name you want for me. Personally, I've always loved the name Bob. Where the heck did I come from? Let's just say it all has to do with a little thing called the pituitary gland. It's that pea-sized thing at the base of your brain that starts to flood your body with hormones when you begin puberty. I promise I'm not bad company. I just stir up a little trouble sometimes. It all has to do with your body making some adjustments and you growing up. These intense feelings of inner conflict are totally normal and are referred to as teen angst. Remember that time your mom made your favorite breakfast and for no reason at all, you freaked out and yelled at her? Yeah, that was me. Oh, or what about the time when your best friend Molly said she was going to the movies with Karen instead of you, and you spent the whole night crying like it was the end of the world? Sorry, me again. I couldn't help it. Oh, and that morning you missed the bus to school because you spent hours trying to figure out what you thought was a fashionable enough outfit? Ugh, that was the worst, right? You see, part of my job is to create all sorts of big reactions and overwhelming feelings that might seem a little hard to deal with. Ugh, what an annoying friend, right? But I have a job to do. Hi!
Crucial is that caregivers avoid becoming much stricter or too lenient, and they instead maintain support while adapting to the adolescent's need for increased independence. One review of dozens of studies found the effects of conflict varied a great deal, but that parent-adolescent conflict might signal the need for families to adapt and change to accommodate adolescents' increasing needs for independence. Parents can improve relationships by giving teenagers space, also by listening, and in my experience, one-on-one activities can improve communication.
Soon you enter that period some have labeled the terrible teens. I prefer the terrific teens. What a time of opportunity, a season of growth, a semester of development marked by the acquisition of knowledge and the quest for truth. No one has described the teenage years as being easy. They're often years of insecurity, of feeling as though you just don't measure up, of trying to find your place with your peers, of trying to fit in. This is a time when you're becoming more independent and perhaps desire more freedom than your parents are willing to give you right now.
I think the parents should definitely be supportive. That's like the first step. Do as much as you can to help them follow their dreams.
Encourage them, be happy for them, support them.
Remind me of how good I'm doing and that they're proud of me. That would really make me feel good and motivate me to work harder. My mom always tries to help solve my problems when I just want her to really listen. Mom, Dad, listen to me.
Listen to me.
Listen, please. Listen and don't make their feelings feel less valid.
Just give us a shot and hear what we have to say.
Soon you enter.
In conclusion, we hope that you enjoyed our presentation about the developing teenage years.